Welcome to another episode of Bleav in Falcons. As always, I'm your host, Ovie Mughelli, and my much smaller running back co-host, Michael Turner. Not much smaller. He's a little smaller, but he's still big enough to do what he has to do. Mike, good to see you here. It's a great week. Falcons won against the Saints, the Aints. We are back at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on a short week with a
Mm.
team that is been winning the NFC South year after year after year. I said coming into the season, they're the team to beat for us to win the division and to be able to make it to the playoffs, hopefully win a game, do something crazy. But if we can't get past this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, it's going to be a problem, man. What are your thoughts about this week?
Tampa Bay is a sneaky team. Yeah, they've been winning the division, but are they that good? They're not
Are
a
they? Yeah, that's the question.
they're not a dominant. They're not the dominant division winning team. They're not the Chiefs in the West. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got a chance. We got a chance. It's up to us though. It's up to us. And yeah, it's all about Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Oh, they have a good team. They have a good team. Good coaching staff. But do you believe in the Bucks? Do you believe in the Bucks?
I don't know if who the Bleav in Bucks crew is. I know the Bleav family. We're pretty tight. You know, you got Bleav in Saints and Bleav in Panthers. Bleav in
Right.
Bucks. I don't know if that really makes sense. Can you really believe in the Bucks? Mike, you gotta frame. Mike, you gotta pull back a little bit. You can frame yourself. We want people to see your whole face. There you go. All right,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
But so the Bucks. I don't know if you believe in them because they've been good, they've been bad, they've been up, they've been down. They beat an Eagles team that we kind of struggled against, but then they lost to Denver and Bo Nix. Again, the Bo Nix has been struggling all throughout this season, and the Denver Broncos, who scare no one, they lost to them. So I'm concerned because they have some stalwarts, like some people on their team that always perform. Mike Evans, I think if Mike Evans was there when we still played. I think Mike
Yeah, right,
Evans,
right, right.
Mike,
They're right. It's like that. He just right.
he he's been doing it for a long time. He's been doing it at a high level for a long time. So their running backs are pretty good. Baker Mayfield, I love actually. I appreciate veteran quarterbacks that can get kicked out of one spot and say, no, I still got value. I
Yeah, was
still can make this
was he
happen.
really
And
was
so
he really kicked out? Was he really kicked out?
yeah, yes, I mean, the Browns actually had some of their best years with Baker, and then when things didn't go their way, they're like, "Nah, Baker, who? We
Kicked
don't
out.
want him." Yeah, he got kicked out, and so for him to come to Tampa Bay, especially after Tom Brady, and then do a little bit of something. I was a Baker Mayfield fan. I talked sports, and last
Really?
year, yeah, because I like his moxie. I like his toughness. I like the fact that he don't give a dang about what you say, what I say, anything.
Okay.
And so I appreciate that because, as you know, as an older guy, when
Right.
we were playing, they want to push us out so fast. They are quick to tell us we can't do it. We're not good enough. They feel like
Okay.
younger
Okay.
and cheaper
Okay.
is better.
Ovi.
Yeah,
Would you rather play for a quarterback that's like got that moxie? Like it's something about him that you want to play for him.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Matt Ryan, Baker Mayfield, like they both got that fire that you can see when he plays that he's got that passion. Like he's someone that you
Right.
want to follow. I think that's the reason they had such a great year last year because they're like, yo, this quarterback is good. Again, the Tom Brady stuff is actually funny because he's talking about guys were stressed out. They probably were because they're like, that's Tom Brady. And with him, it's just like, let's have fun, let's play football, let's win. And he did all that. So I think that Baker Mayfield poses a problem for us. The Tampa Bay Bucks pose a problem for us, especially when I agree they're not a Chiefs,
Right.
top in the league. No way we can beat them. That's not them, but they're a very, very good team.
Very
And
good team.
we're a good
Very
team
good
as
team.
well, but we showed last game that, hey, you know what? There's no such thing as a bad win. But if there was a thing as a bad win, that might be classified as it because we didn't play our best and still won the game. So I'll take it. We're not where we want to be yet. If we can get full stride and be going all cylinders mid-season, great. But we
Okay.
need to get there quickly because the effort we put in against the Saints probably won't win us a game against the Bucks.
Oh, Ovi, I like your attitude because
Okay,
I'm trying to calm you down week in and week out.
you are.
Eh, We're gonna win different ways.
True.
It's not gonna be the same every week.
But was that the way you want to win, Michael Turner? Was that the way you want to win? You really feel like having no touchdowns, having all field goals, waiting on your man
Yep.
Young Waku, not Young
Yeah.
Hoku. Somebody played a trick on
Yeah.
me. I called him
All right.
Young Hoku for like a whole 30 minutes. Young Waku, he can't be our savior every game, Mike. I'm fine with
Not.
different ways, but
I
that
ain't say
that wasn't
every
true.
game. I didn't say every game.
All right.
I said September is tough.
Yeah, it is.
You're right. So get cool. Get us through September.
Yeah.
Now, defense step up from October. Offense, put it together. Let's get Bijan going. Let's get Tyler Allgeier going. He's going. He's going already.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, let's get like London. Let's get him going. Let's get Pitts going. Let's get damn
Jesse
the quarter.
Bates, Justin Simmons. What we need is
No,
two downgraded
quarterback.
Jared
Damn
going.
them. Right.
Them
Let's
boys.
get him going. Let's get him comfortable. Get him healthy. Let's get him relaxed, and he don't have to do everything. That's what I said. Kirko ain't got to do everything.
Kirk goes to the store. We're going to get to Kirk in a bit, but before we get to that, let's get to our sponsor, Bet
Oh
Online.
yeah.
They're
Get your
the
sponsor.
world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. Bet Online has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff, Michael Turner. Get in on the $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance of weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. So I could use $200,000, man. That'd be a nice little signing bonus for me.
We all can. Can you pick 5 games?
No, the answer for me is no. I am not good at fantasy football. I'm not good at betting. I'll do it every now and then. Again, I go to Vegas. I take $500 measly dollars because I hate losing more than I love winning. And when those $500 are done, I'm done. Little craps, little blackjack. That's it. That's my betting. But I'm gonna try. Bet online is something that I've seen people do very well at, and so I'm gonna do that a little bit more. But you stopped at Kirko. Should we bet on Kirko? Should we bet on Kirk Cousins being the Kirk Cousins of old? Because we all said he's got a little rust. And after that Eagles game, after that second half of that Eagles game, you saw what Kirk Cousins could be. You saw what we've been craving, what we've been waiting for. Like that Kirko. We came back and said, ain't Kirk Cousins. The man's named Kirko. Put the chains on him, get him some bling, let him do his dance. Like Kirko's the man. And then against the Chiefs, he sputtered a little bit. And against the Saints, like we saw good Kirk, we saw bad Kirk. We saw Kirk throw an interception. We saw Kirk almost throw some more interceptions.
Right.
And it's a situation to where can we bet on Kirk?
It's not betting on Kirk. It's all about a team thing.
Oh,
We got a good defense. We had a good offense. We got gelled together at the right time.
do you think it's that easy? Do you think it's as simple as just us gelling together? You don't think that individuals need to step their game up for us to win? Because it's a team sport, but it's a team sport where your stars have to be stars. I say this all the time because Michael Turner, like it or not, you are a star. If you didn't show up, you can't say, "Oh, Mike sucks today. Team has to do better."
Right.
Yeah, true. We can pick you up when you're down, but the reason they paid you all the money, the reason they paid Kirk all the money, the reason they paid me all the money is because we're supposed to show up game in, game out. I'll never forget what Ray Lewis told to me when I was a second-year player with the Baltimore Ravens. And he talked about it's not about being good every now and then. It's not being good, when you feel like. It's not being good when you want to. You got to be great all the time. The reason we're Pro Bowlers is because we're great consistently. It's the reason that people are going to be Hall of Famers is because they're consistently great. He's like, you want to win a Super Bowl? Everybody in the room has to have that standard to be consistent. He went on a whole, how Ray does is one of his little speeches. Somebody needs to say that to the Falcons locker room about you can't take turns effing up. You can't take turns playing at a mediocre level. We got guys with money in their pocket. We got guys who got all the talent in the world, but they're not showing up consistently. And if we don't do that, we can't be the team that me and you've been bragging about and talking about, winning the division, going to the playoffs, winning a playoff game minimum, and being a dark horse playoff team because we have that type of talent. I think so.
Ovie, I got you.
All right.
But it's not about always showing up. How can I say this? You want to be great, right?
Yeah.
you got to be great against a tough opponent. So we knew September was tough
Yeah.
off top,
We 0-3 for the
off
Falcons.
top.
Yeah. 1 and
But
2
we
is not
got
bad. 2 and 2 is great.
some players need to learn how to be great. We got a young players that's learning how to be great, like Drake London, Kyle Pitts. They young. They still young.
Yeah.
They still young. BJ just young. Tyler young.
Yeah.
Everybody's young. They
True.
gotta learn how to be great. They gotta learn how to be great. So we gotta have a mixture of the veterans bringing those young guys to be great, along with them trying to be great too. Like, we had a mixture of guys. When I played, it was like my guys was not great. Like we didn't. He didn't have like 200 yards receiving or anything like. But like he was great as much as he can be. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like Keenan McCardell, I'm gonna give you 100 yards. I'm gonna give you 150 yards. But I'm not young Keenan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
And are you
fresh
what
out of
you say?
I'm not fresh out of college Keenan. But it's like it's a mixture of I'm giving you what I can while bringing other guys up at the same time.
All
I
right.
don't know how I don't know how exactly to explain that, but that's the combination that we need.
No, I think at this point it's a group effort because we're still not at the part in the season where everyone is running on all cylinders. We're not
Right.
there yet. Obviously, we need some people on the team to step up. And before I take away what could be your answer, we got a new segment on the show to where we want to talk to the great Michael Turner and see what's on his mind, what's on his heart. What burning questions do you have for me, for the fans, for the world? So it's a Mike's burning questions segment. So we're going to get some music and maybe a tagline or something. Mike's burning
Yeah.
questions. Mike's burning questions. We'll figure it out.
Burning,
But
burning, burning, burning,
burning.
burning.
But until we get the little
I like
music
that.
and
I like that.
tagline,
I like that. That's cool. I like that.
we'll figure it out. But Mike, what is your burning question right now? What's driving you crazy at night? Like you just can't figure out what question do you have? For the fans, for the people out there listening and watching.
Well, one, are we a running team? Or are we a throwing team?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Are we
That's
a
it.
running team or are we a throwing team?
That's
That
it.
that's it. You know what? We had the Ring of Honor Matt Ryan little presentation dinner, and Matt actually talked about the offensive coordinators came in, came out, and when one of them came in, they talked about how we're going to throw the ball to set up the run and become a passing team because they
Yeah.
knew like me, you, Devontae, we've been running the ball a lot despite having a Ring of Honor type of quarterback with Matt Ryan. But this team, you're right, the identity isn't solid. We've
Right.
seen flashes of greatness from both sides of the ball, passing and running. And should we be balanced even like that 50-50, or should we actually lean one way? Is that going to help us more? So you asked the question. I'm going to make you do double duty, Mr. Turner, and give us the answer. Should we be a running team or a passing team?
Right now, we should be a running team until the passing takes over.
Mm. And frankly, I can't argue with that. And
Okay. Okay. And
obviously, go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm saying because even with Bijan, whose numbers are better? Bijan's or Tyler Allgeier?
I think I like Algiers as far as yards per carry.
You're
He
right.
he's getting more yards per carry, and I will keep on beating this drum. This man is quietly furious. He is
Yeah.
quietly fuming that you have
Yeah.
the odd freaking audacity to get this young stud when I got 1,000 yards by my dang self.
Yeah.
You don't know who
Yeah.
I am. I'm Tyler Allgeier. I am
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
man that put the speed
Oh,
on my
now,
back, and I'm out here
now we
moving. He's a little
so now we missing his name. Now we
yeah.
talking about him. Now
Hey,
we talking about him.
I've been talking about Tyler for a while, and he has a chip on both shoulders. And so when he gets a chance to do what needs to be done, he showed us all last game. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about my
Right.
name. So
Right.
with that type of fury in that young man, rumble, young man, rumble. He needs to get the ball, get a chance, I think it should be Tyler Allgeier 60%, Bijan 40%. If you do that, it makes Kirko's job easy. Not that Kirko's,
Easy.
a rookie quarterback, but when Matt Ryan came in, he leaned on one Michael Turner and one Ovie Mughelli and a run game to make his job easy. He talked about it again. A little dinner he had at the Buckhead Theater. It was Matt talking about how Mike Mularkey made it real easy for his first year to where there wasn't much pressure on him. And with Kirk Cousins not being all the way Kirk Cousins because of the injuries he's still dealing with, he needs a run game to where these guys can't pin their ears back and come at you. Those defensive players, the defensive ends, linebackers, they're not running at Kirk because they're like, oh my gosh, what is Tyler and Bijan and this offensive line going to do now? So,
Ovie, use the chip. If you got some chips, use the chips.
Chip it.
Don't waste the chips.
Don't
Don't
waste
waste the chips that you got. If you're a coach, offensive coordinator, whatever, let me use the chips.
Yeah.
And then I can build off that. You know what I'm saying? I got a vision. I got a vision what I want to be, but I got to use my chips first.
Yeah.
That's my key. That's my key. Use the chips.
That's a great one, man. That's a Mike's burning question. We're gonna have somebody sponsor that segment, but you got another one for us? That's it for today.
That's it. What you got for me next week?
No,
I mean, the game tomorrow.
Save your stuff because I didn't want to go into your burning question because I thought it was going to be like, is Kyle Pitts ever going to get on track? Is that
no? I'm saving Kyle for later.
All right, you save Kyle for later, but we're going to talk about this now.
I need chips right now. We got the chips right now.
The thing that we asked last week, and we're going to ask this week, and frankly, we're going to keep on asking every single week, is if Kyle Pitts is going to come to this party. Like, they're doing my buddy wrong. They're doing my man wrong. They got, milk cartons saying, have you seen this man? They got all the memes and the jokes for the Kyle Pitts out there, and it's not really his fault. He's getting like targets, like 3-4 targets a game. And so for the offense coordinator, Zach Robinson, I know that just like Kirk Cousins, he's a new OC. He came from St. Louis and St. Louis. The Rams and
LA.
LA. Keep moving. He came from the Rams, and they don't use tight ends like people need to be used. They use them less. They do more 11. So I get it's a different scheme, and he's got a stud, like a star in a place that he probably is not really used to taking full advantage of. But when Kyle Pitts is a top 5 pick and he has talents like that, he's already showed that he can do 1,000 yards, which is really, really hard to do. Like since Kyle Pitts, I think like George Kittle and like Mark something, like only a couple tight ends have been able to do that. So Kyle showed you that he's got that dog in him. We just got to figure out how to get him the ball. We can't be ragging on Kyle when he's only getting a couple targets a game. I don't know what it's going to take to make this man a key part of the offense. You have to force feed him. I'm saying you have a problem, you have deficiency, you overdo it. I think you overcompensate. My mom used to always tell me, somebody thinks you're not doing something, you overcompensate. So you show them that you can do that.
No, my thing is, if you're a top 5 pick, it doesn't matter who the coach is. You got to show. Not to me. All right, to me.
All right.
If you're a top 5 pick, a coach gonna see me in practice clowning in practice, clowning in training camp, clowning like I'm doing this, one hand catches, whatever it is. Like, trust me that I want to be the man. So I put half of it on Cal.
Oh,
half on Cal. Half. Damn, I can't.
Where's the other half? You got to get rid of the other half, Michael.
Three quarters on Cal.
3/4 on Kyle. The man can't throw himself the ball, Mike. What's wrong with you? How you go for 3/4 on Kyle? He can't throw the ball.
Kyle got to get the coach to the confidence.
Yeah.
It's not a knock on Cal. I see Cal. He did it before. Now do it again. You got to do it over and over again. It's like once Ovie.
Yeah.
Once you've been all pro.
Yep. I've been there.
It don't carry over every year. You got to do it over and over and over again. Week in and week out.
Oh,
right?
Man. You do, man. It takes a lot. Like, being an all-pro, you have to do almost everything right. You got to eat right. You got to show up to practice. You got to go watch the film. You got to recover right.
Week out.
And Mike regarding recovering, right? There's this company called Cheribundi, and
Oh man.
they got something in this cherry juice stuff that helps you recover. Let me try this. Oh, yes, it's cherry. But I've been using it, and it has helped me with some of the soreness I get trying to work out and stay in shape, because I know if I get fat, y'all gonna make jokes and got all
Oh, we
types
ain't
of
worried about it. We ain't worried about that.
yeah.
I just got my delivery today.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. What's it?
Yeah, it's
Cherry
good.
Bundy. Y'all check that out. It's something to where if you want to be at your best, all the weekend warriors, all the super dads out there,
Oh yeah.
whether you're lifting your kids or lifting a tennis racket or playing basketball, Cherry Bundy
Oh,
gets you.
I can't wait to dive into it. I got a big bundle sent to me.
Yeah.
Big bundle. I was
Oh,
like, oh my goodness, I
It's
can't wait. I can't wait.
you said I can't wait. It's in all the NFL locker rooms, and so if the NFL likes it, if college teams are using it, if it's good enough for them, I'm just saying you might want to check out Cherry Bunny and see if it can help you out too.
I'm gonna try it tonight, Ovie.
All right, do that. Do that.
All right.
But man, Mike, it's a game. This is huge for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because we also talked about there hasn't been a winning season in the stadium ever. All that money, all that opening and closing dome, all the great food, no wins, no winning seasons for Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And so being at the game with the Saints, it was rocking. It was rocking and
Rocket.
rolling, swagging and surfing. It was all that. Um, I've been working with a V103 and 99 the game, and getting on there and talking more about the podcast. They want you to come up there as well, so we can kind of talk about what the Falcons do and what they're going to do. And Samuel Jackson has this famous line: "What do Falcons do? We rise up." We rose up that game, but we need to rise up this game as well. That home field advantage sounded like a home field advantage last game.
And I'm just respecting Baker a little bit, maybe a little bit too much, but maybe a little bit too much. But I want them to believe in the Falcons. We're gonna put it out. Bleav.
Oh man, I want to believe in a pass rush. Can we believe in that? Can we believe in a pass rush?
Uh,
Um, now again, Judon had a great tip. Man, Troy Anderson got the ball, took it yard. I know he's dealing with some injuries. Hopefully, he gets back because we need him. I've already last episode you missed it, Mike. I already gave Troy my his flowers, because
yeah.
I talked bad about him. I talked dirty about him when he first was drafted. I was just like, this little small skinny linebacker. I'm used to the old school linebackers that are like big and strong, like heel spikes.
Okay, Ovie, because you were a
Like,
fullback, because you was like 240, 250.
yeah, and these linebackers, when they come in like 230, 235, I'm like,
I'm gonna crush him. I'm gonna crush him.
right. And so Troy Anderson looked like that mold. Like I was like, he must be great in coverage, because he ain't hanging on no fullback. And I talked a little reckless about him. And Troy, I'm sorry. I'm sure this is a podcast. Mr. Anderson, I am so sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, I am so
Just
sorry.
Mr. Anderson from
You
here
are
on out.
very,
Mr. Anderson.
very good. In fact, I think it was NFC Player of the Week off that performance. He
Oh,
got
it
like
was.
15, 16, like a bunch of tackles, like 10 solo, flying across the field, and he reminds me of Keith Brooking. It's
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's a Keith Brooking light. And the fact that he is doing this good, still a young guy, a great piece for the Falcons to hold on to. So Troy hopefully can get in the mix. Grady and Judon can get in the mix. I think we got to get some schemes up, because I think we had a sack. It was either Mike Hughes or D. Alford.
Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Yeah,
Stop calling.
sorry, Troy. Mr. Anderson. Mr.
I don't
Anderson.
know if his name Troy. I think his name Tim Anderson, first of all. Tim Anderson.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
I just know that we need some pressure on this quarterback, because Baker Mayfield. I was hoping that, it was hard to get to the first quarterbacks. We had some very mobile, very African American quarterbacks, and now we have some less mobile, less African American quarterbacks. Not that it's about race, but with Baker and with Andy Dalton and with our friend that we just played, Derek Carr, those guys aren't as mobile. We should be able to get to them. We should be able to get them on the ground. I want some sacks. So whatever needs to be done has to be done, because our DBs are great. All right, I think we lost Mike, but we're about to wrap this up in a little bit. So I give some sponsors a little bit more love. Elbow Golf, you guys hear me talk about them all the time. I'm wearing the shirt right now. It's like a Falcons red tiger safari, whatever. But all I know is that Elbow Golf stands for Live Boldly, Overcome Weakness. And at elbowgolf.com, LBOW golf.com, you're going to get swag like this, look good on the golf field, look good going out to dinner, look good wherever you go. But it is a brand that has a little bit of fun, a little bit of flavor, a little bit of flair, and it'll make you feel good as well. So check out Elbow Golf. Use code Ovie. This is important. You get 15% off. And who wants to spend money if they don't have to? Use code Ovie, 15% off, and get your gear right. I'm excited. I'm excited about the Falcons. I think that it's going to be a fun season, and we're starting to get there. Yes, we're not perfect. We can't win games not scoring on offense, and defense needs to get more sacks, but we won. There's no such thing as a bad win. There's a win that you would have liked to go a little bit better, but we exhaled. We inhaled, we exhaled. We enjoyed it. We went back to work, and we're finding ways to fix all the things that we did wrong so that we can make sure this win is not that close. We don't need any 58 yards, super kicks by Young Wei Koo anymore. Young Wei Koo's going to do his thing. Koo's got us down. He's got us covered, but the offense has to show up. The running backs have to show up. Kirk Cousins going to show up. I think Kyle Pitts, hopefully it's this game. It might be this game, might be next game, but he's going to get on track because it's money year. It's contract year. Everything in his body and his being wants to show everyone that he's a guy that had 1,000 yards that first season. So we're going to make it happen here. Bleav in Falcons. Like and subscribe. Follow. Show some support and some love. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you.